Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in today's video I want to read to you guys this thing, news. This one is from Ghana, and I think you will find it interesting. Okay, let me read it to you guys how it is on the news. So I'm going to be reading from Pulse Nigeria. 2022 prophecies: religious leaders risk 5 years imprisonment, police warn. Okay, so it says, I don't want to laugh, I want to, this was published 28th of December. So it says, the police administration has on Monday cautioned religious leaders against giving careless 24th I'm gonna start laughing. Wait, okay, let me try. Okay, against giving careless 21st night prophecy that can cause fear and panic in the country. It goes on to say, the police, in a statement entitled Ghana Police Service Statement on Communication of Prophecies and Their Legal Implications, and released, stressed that any religious leader who failed to guard their utterances during New Year. Oh my God, it's so funny. Okay, who failed to guide their utterances during New Year message, or they risk a jail term of 7 years. Some pastors in Ghana have gained notoriety for wild prophecies and predictions that tend to create panic and fear among Ghanaians during all-night church service on the 31st of December. The police added that the aforesaid unguarded prophecies are offensive to the law and offenders will be held liable. This is what the police publication is. It's very blurry. So you know why this is so interesting? It's because Ghana is just next door to Nigeria. And a lot of mega churches in Nigeria also exist in Ghana. So it's going to affect this, whatever they're doing now, it's going to affect them as well. And then it brings them the question of how did we get here? You know, to the point where so-called religious leaders are being warned to be careful what they say. How did we get here? How did we get here? You see, all this while, when we make videos like this, and we talk about a lot of the, let me use the word, the derailing that's going on, because a lot of things that are happening these days are not the biblical standard. A lot of derailing has happened. People come in and do whatever they like. Somebody will come and prophesy anything. And the year will go by, the prophecy did not come true. Next year, no shame, no embarrassment, no guilt. They will come and prophesy anyhow. How did it get to the point where the police actually feel confident enough to come and warn them? A lot has changed. You know, when we make all these videos, people come here to come and bamba. You know, how dare you? I keep telling people, this generation is nothing. I keep saying it. This generation is nothing. Think about our generations past. Forefathers' generation, where pastors were never questioned. We've got it to the point where we are now, where people are speaking up on Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, what's it called now, Twitter, everywhere, YouTube. People are confidently saying, what did that person talk? So you know, it makes sense. So not be so Bible talk. How did we get? It's because of years and years of so much rubbish happening. It has come to the point where people have had enough. That's what's going on. And people are beginning to see, you see the way people used to look at them and think, people are beginning to see a lot of the things these people do. I'm not generalizing, not all pastors. Okay. But I'm speaking of those ones that have come out to do anyhow. Because in the past, they were never questioned. You know, it has gotten to the point where people have had enough of it. Today is Ghana. Tomorrow may be Nigeria. Let me tell you. I made a video, I've explained it before, about a country called Ireland, where the Catholic Church basically owned the country. Anything the Catholic Church said was yea and amen. And a lot of these priests were basically worshipped like gods. Right? And children were being, a lot of things these priests, Catholic priests were doing, people never questioned them. Especially what they did to minors. And parents will be like, don't talk, he's a priest. You can't tell anybody what the priest did. You can't talk about it. That's what some people say. No matter what a pastor has done, and you speak about it, how dare you? Who are you to talk about a pastor? You don't know, you cannot talk about a pastor. And anyways, I'm not even going to go to all of that. So that was what happened. And these people they never questioned this priest. They never said anything. Decades later, people had had enough. And they began to question these priests about the things they have done. And what ended up happening? Some priests were being locked up for the things they did 50 years earlier, 40 years earlier. And I keep saying it, one day, we will get there. I believe that the generations to come, think about it, our generation has come a long way compared to our father's generation, generations past, where they never questioned them. We've come to the point where we are questioning small. We say we are Sorosokein. This is nothing compared to the generation to come. All these pastors that feel that they cannot be questioned, it will not remain the same. Imagine now they are threatening them with 5 years imprisonment. So before anybody, it will make some of them think. Before they will come out and be saying whatever. Because you know why they will say this? Because a lot of rubbish have been said in the name of prophecy for years. This is coming from years of people seeing prophecies that are like a joke. I made a video where I was saying, you see, Corona came. Every year they will do prophecy, right? And yet, that year Corona came, they didn't prophesy it. They didn't see it coming. So Corona came and chased all of us. We start laughing. Corona came and chased all of us into the house. Churches were closed, the whole countries. All the countries in the world were shut down. The so-called prophesiers. Day 2, Corona chased them into the house. They didn't see it coming. And on top of that one, day 2 joined everybody else, enter house and stay in their house. And yet every year they will come and say they are seeing. If they could not see COVID, do you know what COVID has done to our world? Do you know how big COVID is? And yet none of them saw COVID. You understand? That was one of the biggest eye-openers. One of the biggest. I've told you guys, a lot of these people are just doing tumbo. They will say, this year, you will buy a car. Of course, a church of how many people? How person no go buy car? There must be people that will buy car in the church. And then somebody will be like, oh, pastor, the day you were prophesying, and you say somebody will buy a car this year. I did not know it's me, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, somebody's going to buy a car. What, you understand? So, let me tell you, this may sound disrespectful. What this the police in Ghana have done may sound disrespectful to the men of God. Let me put it like that. To the pastors, religious leaders. It may sound disrespectful, but the truth is this. They have come to the point of see finish because they have brought themselves this low because of years and years of so much jaga going on. And secondly, the people have seen that all the prophecy, you know, they work ojare. If it has been working, I don't believe that there would have been a need for such a publication. Their prophecy has become yeye in the eyes of the world. It has become yeye in the eyes of the world. Those of you that think that we are the problem is a lie. We are only giving you, person like me, we are giving you a spot of what's yet to come. It will not be business as usual forever. It will not be business as usual forever. A day is coming where no pastor will be above the law. The moment some of them are. At the moment, some of them are according to their money. According to their money, because they live in a country because they live in Nigeria or parts of Africa where anybody can do anything. As long as you have money, the law will not apply to you. That is why you will see some of them. A lot of the ones they say they are chasing girls. They've never tried it with any white. There are some pastors we are still talking about now that they said he slept secondary school girl, he did this one, he did that one. You notice how a lot of them, they don't try with white girls. No matter how they fly to Canada, they fly to Russia, they fly to America, wherever. They have not tried it with any white girls. Because they know say the law will go apply to them. You know, go beyond this this backyard law they are doing in Nigeria that does not apply to them. Think about it. When they go to foreign countries, they go to Canada, they go to, what's it called? America, whatever. They still go local. They still go for Nigerian girls. Because they don't want to go make a Oyibo law go apply to them. Because they know that the day it will make, because you see, the day a lot of these things we're talking about, the day that they will try it in a foreign country with a foreign girl, that the foreign law will apply to them. That is the day some of them will know that their money cannot buy them their freedom. Countries where you cannot buy your way out, where the law will apply to you regardless of whether you have private jet or not. Bottom line, when I saw this, I smiled. I smiled because these are the things I have been talking about. I have been talking about it. It will not be business as usual forever. Now it is Ghana telling them, don't prophesy anyhow. If you prophesy, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. That's what they are telling them. right? It's only this one. Oh, think about it. These countries are developing more and more. In South Africa, a pastor was locked up for whatever he did with we're coming small. One day. So when people like us are speaking, it is for them to mend their ways, change their ways, stay the right path. If you don't want to do pastor, go and be usher, go and be cleaner in the church. Now somebody go, no be person go be gate man. Go and do something else. You don't have to be a pastor. When you choose that, there is a standard that you are supposed to follow. There is a standard. I don't set the standard. It's there in the Bible. So the Bible says for you to be this, you have to have this character. You have to be this. You have to be this. If you cannot do it, go and find where you fit and belong. Okay? So people, I really, when I read this, I just thought, let me come and share it. It has started. Small. For them to now, see, they don't become yeye in the eyes of the world. You know why? You will think the world is disrespectful. They don't disrespect pastor. It's the lie. The world has opened their eyes more. People have had enough of the nonsense, the nuisance. Everything you come out and be prophesying rubbish. The world is no longer happy to accept that kind of a standard. You know what I mean? Our people are no longer happy with what they have seen all these years. And this is slowly, they're beginning to try to put a stop to all this. And for the real pastors that believe in God, it is for them to add their voices, to start speaking up. The bottom line is this. Those pastors that are doing the wrong things, fake prophecy, fake miracle, whatever, it's time for you to turn around. It's time for you to turn around and start doing the right thing, because it's no longer going to be business as usual. This is only a starter. More is yet to come. Anyways, I read that and I said, let me come here and quickly share with you guys. As always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.